Hey everybody, happy Monday morning, the 16th of December. Happy middle of December. And I'm sorry I didn't post yesterday. I don't even know what happened. I just completely forgot. I went to my meeting and then we went out to breakfast and then we hung out. We had a great time. It was a lot of fun actually. So what are we talking about today? Well, I wanted to talk about the spiritual awakening a little bit. So we're going to do it a little bit longer, a 2-minute shot. I wish there was 2-minute shorts. That would be awesome. But I don't know how to do that because I'm a Luddite and I'm dumb technologically. So here's the deal. So in the book, Bill Wilson and Fitz Mayo both have these profound, drastic white light spiritual experiences. Turns out, both of them were in Towns Hospital on West 66th in New York at the detox of our friend Dr. Silkworth. And both of them were exposed to a treatment called the Belladonna treatment. It's actually the B&O suppository treatment, belladonna and opium as a detox protocol. Much like you give phenobarbital today, belladonna was a root that was from the deadly nightshade, which was basically phenobarbital plus a mild, not so mild, a hallucinogen. So, look, I am not mad that both Bill and Fitz had a white light spiritual experience. I'm not even close to being mad. Are you kidding me? I guess the medical term might be tripping balls a little bit, but I'm okay with that shit. What I'm mad at is I didn't get to have a B&O suppository when I detoxed. I had to flop around on a couch like a degenerate in a halfway house. Past is past. So what is the white light spiritual experience? Well, my favorite simplistic definition is written by Dr. Bob, and it's in Appendix 2 of the Big Book on page 567. And it's very, very simple, but it's the beginning one. It's not the advanced one or the more profound one where you can measure the distance you've traveled, which is very important, by the way, but it is the simple one, and this is what it says. On page 567, it says, and I quote, "The terms spiritual experience and spiritual awakening are used many times in this book, which, upon careful reading, shows that the personality change sufficient to bring about recovery from alcoholism has manifested itself among us in many different forms." Well, beyond being a run-on, archaically worded sentence, what the fuck does it mean? Well, let's break it down super quick. This is what it means. Most people focus on the end, where it says that it manifests among us in many different forms. Well, of course it is. Of course, because everybody's a little different, and everybody has their own vibe and their own consciousness and their own thing. And even though people have hugely similar personalities, I've never met two people with an identical one, which means if it's based in the personality, then everyone's experience is going to be different. First. Number two. What it does is it implies in the beginning that the spiritual experience and the spiritual awakening are inherently synonymous. I have heard a bunch of cranky-ass old-timers argue about the difference between spiritual experience and spiritual awakening until the cows come home, and literally it does no one any good. The fact of the matter is, even according to Dr. Bob, these things were interchangeable and interlinked. And so he goes on to define it very simply. And what does he say? He says, which upon careful reading shows, which is an old-time way of saying which are defined as. If you read carefully, contextually, and in between the lines, and in the whole context of the entire text, you will see what the hell it means. And this is what it means. A spiritual experience is simply that your personality, your behavioral patterns and pathologies have been changed, right? Sufficient, which is enough to bring about recovery. That means on a day-by-day basis. Just not drinking means that your personality has changed enough for you to not drink. And that in and of itself is a spiritual experience. See you guys later.